here with Rob Spiro. I'm here with Ramsey. You might know him as HITC guy, scarf guy. He has no scarf today, which we're very disappointed about.
Call me whatever you want.
We're talking about boycott Arsenal. I've got Ramsey, who will be saying, don't boycott Arsenal. He'll be telling you why you shouldn't be. I've got Rob Spiel saying why you should boycott Arsenal. But I will say that it's your decision. We're just giving two sides to the story. You know, if you want to boycott, boycott. If you don't, you don't. We're not going to force you either way. All Newcastle fans here. So, Ramsey, opening statement. Why should Newcastle fans go to the game against Arsenal on the 11th of August?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to stress that both options are fine. Neither of them makes you a bad fan. But the reason I'll be going is because one man does not embody the entire football club. I've been waiting since I was a kid to get a season ticket at Newcastle, and I'm not going to stop doing it just because one man is trying to run into the ground. It's a short life, and I want to look back on some memories and to have been at a few Newcastle games, and I don't want to be 50 years old and think, I just missed 10 years of Newcastle because some fella wouldn't leave. So that's the reason I'll be going. But as I said, I mean, if you want to stay away, but I'll let Rob talk about that.
Yeah, Rob, stay away. It seems that a lot of people are doing that. It's been rumoured that 10,000 people haven't signed up for a season ticket. People that still have a season ticket will still boycott this game. Why do you think people are doing that? What's the biggest thing? Is it just due to the fact that Mike Ashley has been a very poor owner in recent times?
Well, this could be a heated debate, so we're going to have to put a certificate PG. That's upside down. That's upside down. So certificate PG on this.
That didn't work out for me. You put it upside down. It's almost like the packet didn't want to be made into a pun.
Moving swiftly on.
But yes, back to the initial question. Look, the joy has been sucked out of so many fans considering the position that the club are in. And it's so much money. We are one of the most expensive clubs to pay for season tickets. It's so expensive. Is it really worth your near £1,000, to go to a game and not really deep down knowing that Ashley is still going to be there and maybe putting money in his pocket? And is it still worth it? Or you can save the money, spend it on something else. £1,000 a year gets you a nice holiday.
Definitely. Ramsey, there's fans there that want to support the team, and regardless of who the owner is, regardless of who is the manager, whatever, but they'll want to see a good manager come in, and they want to see a bit of investment. Is that the hope that you're clinging on to a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's the hope is minimal at this stage. I'm fully prepared for Neil Redfern to be leading us throughout the entire season, and it's going to be miserable, and the way it's looking, we're going to get relegated with a terrible squad, but I mean,
you want to support the team?
I want to support the team. I want to give them all the help, because all the help that they can get, because they need it. They need it right now. We've always said that Newcastle have a 12th man. It's a Toon army. It's driven this club through some really hard times, and that's the reason why I would want to be part of that. I don't want to just leave the players who, again, the players are taking this hard too, I'm sure. I mean, the likes of Matt Ritchie, does he want to stick around when all the best players have been stripped? And if Neil Redfern is manager, most likely, or if not him, Gary Monk. No, the players want to go forward as well, and they don't want to be abandoned and just play in an empty stadium for a year. I mean, we don't have nothing's been posed on us. Like we don't have any closed ban things put on us. I mean, no, I think while we can support them and just don't let them play in an empty stadium, because that would just. As a Newcastle player, I'd be depressed. I mean, then again, I would be on like 40 grand a week, so it wouldn't be too bad. But you know what I'm saying.
It's a good point. Empty stadiums, Rob. Do you think that's the message? It's got to be, if you don't want to go to the game, it's the fact it's an empty stadium that you'd be playing in, because we've seen about 25,000 at a push against Tottenham ages ago, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago now. Has it come to that point now where we have to play in an empty stadium to kind of show Mike Ashley that this is what it's come to?
Ramsey, wake up, smell the coffee.
I mean, I saw you sniggering for like 5 minutes. Is that what the punchline was? Oh god.
Empty stadiums, Rob.
Empty stadiums. I think they can help to a certain extent, but in not how most fans are sort of seeing it. Most fans are seeing it as don't pay your ticket. You're not giving that £30 to Mike Ashley. That's not how I see it. Sky Sports choose matches to broadcast live on TV if they think that game is going to be a really good atmosphere. If we create empty stadiums through the season, then later on in the season, matches aren't going to be shown live on Sky Sports. That means lack of money in Ashley's pocket.
I don't mind if it's on a Monday night, mind. Rob's put up a good point. Like, television has a massive impact nowadays. Would it be?
So you think I made a good point?
I did.
Sweet.
Oh no, that's terrible. But Ramsey, yeah, the fact that if we were to do this, then Sky might not come back to putting Newcastle games on frequently. Same with BT. It was only the top 6 last season that had more games on TV than Newcastle. So that's the kind of pull this club has. Is that why we've kind of got a campaign to get more people through the doors? But is it a relevant reason with what's going on at the club? Maybe,
but another reason why I don't think this is going to work is that Newcastle is one of the hardest clubs to get the fans to stay away. They are obsessed with Newcastle United. This is their bread and butter. They work all week to go to the game. So no matter how many campaigns you do, no matter how many people you do succeed in getting to stay away, you're still going to have the majority there, I think. I think maybe, if 10,000, it might drop to 40, 42 maybe, but nah, it's still going to be pretty...
I think 42,000 will be the game against Arsenal at the minute. As we're speaking, it's July the 5th, or July the 7th, sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, because the way people are talking on Twitter, it seems everyone wants to stay away. But I think it's a vocal minority. I think the people that are going aren't singing it from the rooftops because they're too scared they're going to be shot down and told they're not a real fan. So I think they're keeping that to themselves. So I think 42,000, plus 40. I think.
What do you think, Rob? Do you think 42,000? Do you think less? Do you think a sellout? We've mentioned that there's 10,000 season ticket holders not renewing, but will that go lower?
Well, I think Ramsey's doing his best to sugarcoat the situation.
It really is.
I just want to point out that Ramsey's this is a pros and cons video. I'm being dealt with the cons video. This isn't actually my point of view. This is just opinions for and against, really. It's not necessarily my own personal opinions.
You should all blast them in the comment section below. If not for the opinions, then for the terrible puns. There's no place for that in society these days.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to be seen as two-faced if I'm going to a game.
I think obviously we'll mention it's for the sake of the video that we want to try and get 2 different opinions on it.
Yeah, it's important to get the 2 opinions across. I just don't want to be associated the face of the boycott, if you like.
Definitely. But how many fans do you think will be at that game? Do you think, like Ramsey, about 40,000, 42,000, or do you think less because we really want to make a stance, I suppose?
It's 10,000, like you say, is a lot for as far as season tickets go. Can't help but feel that perhaps match day tickets will rise as a result of the club's lacking in money from the 10,000 lack of 10,000 season tickets to try and make up the numbers, if you like. Empty stadiums, they can work and they might not work. It's one of those things that only time will tell. But I think one of the bigger things is that yes, you can go and support the team, but it's all about don't pay for the supplemental extras like your match day programs, your burgers, your cups of tea. The supplemental extras, that's a biggie. You can support the team, but don't get the non-essential items, if you like.
That's a good point that he's made. Is it just the season ticket that you'll buy, or will it be the extras, or is it literally just a ticket, leave the ground?
Oh, me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, I'll just be buying a season ticket. No, I won't be going for any
replica shirts.
I won't be stepping foot in that club shop. And people might say, yeah, well, I mean, you're spending like X amount of money on a season ticket, so who are you to take the moral high ground when it comes to shirts? Why not just buy the whole lot and drinking the bar and everything? But no, as I said, like I'm there to support the lads, and going in the shop, that's just fattening the big man's bank account, which it's not really serving to support them. You're not cheering them on when you buy a cup with a crest on it. So yeah, I'll be staying away from the club shop. But yeah, I'll be going to the game.
So Rob, I think another point we have to stress is like international fans. You know, they're saying on their comments is that, you know, you should boycott these games, but you know, they're so far away, so it's hard for them to boycott games because it costs a lot of money for them to just even get to the country, and then especially from TV revenue as well. You know, they're paying probably more to watch the games from a different country, whereas it's probably not as much in this country. How do you see it personally?
Well, I think it's a bit ridiculous in a way that fans who, you know, can't, even if there wasn't a boycott on, who don't go to games to tell us to boycott, because I mean, you look at, you know, the locality, you know, Newcastle means so much to the local people that they find it unbearable to not go and support the team, you know, when match day comes around. So it's almost a double standard in a way, isn't it?
Ramsey's going, Rob's undecided. Most of the Newcastle fan TV members are very undecided at the minute about what they're going to be doing. I think it's a big few weeks, and I think it's a big few weeks in terms of the club's future, which manager's going to come in. But like we'll say at the start of the video, you know, whatever you do, don't be afraid to do it, because it's your opinion, it's your money, and if you want to watch the team, watch the team. If you don't. The
only thing I would add to that is, don't attack people who don't have the same opinion as you. By all means, try and talk them around to your way of thinking, but criticising them, abusing them, etc., that's just not on.
I completely agree. Like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV. We want to hit 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're certainly on the way to doing that, so yeah. Please subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video.